comes up with the most outrageous, like, campaigns and ideas, and all of us, of course, must be adored where we follow along, and of course we get lost in that journey and find so much light within it. But I think you'll agree with me that 1 billion rising is probably the biggest and the most extreme. And one of the board members of VDA said, "Did I hear it right? Did you say 1 million rising or 1 billion rising?" And he said, "No, 1 billion rising." So explain to us.
She actually called me recently and said, "Don't tell me it's a trillion, okay? Just tell me we're still at a billion." This is what I feel about violence against women. It is so entrenched. It has been made to be so ordinary. It has become so acceptable everywhere. We just assume women will be raped. We assume women will be beaten. We assume women will live in squalor. We assume women won't have the rights they have. We assume they won't have health care. We assume they'll carry the burdens of families and jobs on their backs. This is given. How do we actually break apart the givens? How do we actually make what is ordinary seem extraordinary and unacceptable? And my life experience has told me that if you say the word vagina, people get really freaked out. But they pay attention, it turns out, right? Mm-hmm. There isn't a place we've gone in the world where we said vagina and people were happy about it. There's no town that said, "Oh goody, the vaginas are here." Not one town, anywhere on this planet. But by saying that word, by breaking the silence, by deconstructing the taboo, what begins to happen is people begin to see that what is being accepted is not acceptable. And I have been obsessed with this number, that 1 out of 3 women on the planet will be beaten and raped in their lifetime. I've been obsessed for 10 years. I just can't believe that 1 out of 3 women in this audience have been beaten or raped. And I know it's true, because every time I've ever done that exercise where I've asked people to raise their hand, always a third of the audience has been raped or beaten. So I thought, it's our 15th year of D-Day. When we started, we planned to go out of business. I had no desire to be doing this for 15 years. I thought 5 years, we were going to end the violence, we were going to be done. But now we're here. We've had huge victories. We've had incredible risings and successes around the world. We have, last year we had 5,000 V-Days in 1,800 places. We've raised $100 million that has been given out across the planet. We've changed laws, but we haven't ended violence against women. In fact, as countries become poorer, we're seeing escalations of violence against women. So we thought this year, okay, there's 1 billion women. Why don't we call them forward and say, on February 14th, let's rise, let's strike, and let's dance. And it was so audacious that the minute I say it to people, they're like, yes, let's do it. Because I think you have to go to extremes, and then people are like, yes. If you do things kind of in the middle, if you play it safe, everything stays safe. But if you go, let's get 1 billion women to dance, people go, that's so crazy, I'll do it, And that's really what's happened across the planet. And I just want to say about dancing, that the other night we were in Dumaguete, and we had an amazing party. It was just this, it was a feminine goddess party. Like, you could just feel the goddess was present, And there were drumming, and there were the beautiful fire dancers, and there were lights, and in the middle, of course, it started to rain, like a tropical rain. You could just feel the goddess pouring down, and we all just started to dance this wild dance. And by the end of it, you could just feel the energetic shift through the dancing. I think there's a whole language women speak in our bodies that we don't speak with words. There's a language we speak that we know. We have a knowledge in our body that we've had forever, but we don't listen to it. We don't trust it, but it's in us. We actually know how to lead the planet out of the chaos we're in. We know how to lead us out of the poverty. And I think what the dancing does is it begins to bring you into your knowledge and your wisdom and your power, so that when you go, you take everybody with you. Because we all have the knowledge. It's not in me or her, it's in all of us. We all know what we need to do. The only thing stopping us is fear. The only thing stopping us is the desire to be liked or to be approved of. And I don't care anymore if I'm approved of. I couldn't care less. I couldn't care less if people like me. I really know our planet is in great peril. I know that people are dying every day from illnesses, from poverty, from starvation, from violence that is completely unnecessary. That very few people have most of the goods, while the 90% of the planet is starving to death. And that's because patriarchy and capitalism have brought us here. So what do? We dance. And when we dance, we begin to call up the energies, we call up the forces. It's like prayer. It's like all the great things of meditation. And it's dangerous, and it's sexy, and it's holy, all at once. And I think when anything is sexual and holy at the same time, we're in the right place. You know? Because I think one of the biggest problems, and I'm going to say this about the church, is that we've separated the body from the church. We separated the body from holiness. We stopped making the body sacred. Our bodies are so sacred. Our bodies are so holy. And if we knew that, no one would ever rape a woman. Because you would know that to rape a woman is to rape what is holy. So I feel like this action is about calling back the sacred holiness that is our body, the wholeness that is our body and our spirit together in the same thing. And I hope you will dance with every bit of your spirit on that day, because I believe in energy. I believe in energy. I know it's energy that changes the world. How did Tahrir Square happen? No one can explain it, but it happened. Women got there and they started to call up the energy. If I look around the world at how many events have happened and people go, what happened? It's always this energy that starts to happen. So can you imagine 1 billion women and all the men who love them dancing on the same day, on the earth, on the mother, with the mother? It's going to be amazing.
Thank you, Eve. Now I'd like to share with you